All right, so let's begin our practical. So for this practical, we're going to just learn how to create our first bot, okay? And then connect the bot to Telegram and Facebook Messenger. So we're going to get that out of the way and show you how this is done. Okay, so we'll start off. We'll just follow the practicals in sequence. I've divided it into 3 parts so that it's easy to focus on each individual piece required here. So the first part here, practical 1A, is more of setting up your accounts. So the first one is setting up Telegram. And so for this is nothing to do with Dialogflow, right? This has to do with Telegram. So you need to create a Telegram account. So to create a Telegram account, you have to install the Telegram app and download Telegram Messenger. Enter your phone number, add your name. So I'll let you do that. Okay, so for the Telegram account, just have to follow the steps. Just go and create a Telegram account, install the Telegram app, and download the Telegram Messenger. Enter your phone number, add your name. So there'll be a bunch of steps. So just make sure you have the app on your phone, so I'll be able to use it. And you can also get the desktop version, which actually connects to your phone. So let me just show you what you need to do after you've done that. You need to create a bot in Telegram. Okay, so to create a bot in Telegram, you have to log into Telegram and go to https://telegram.me/botfather. Okay, this will actually bring up your, if you're in a desktop, it'll bring up the app. Okay, it'll bring up the Telegram app in a desktop. Let me just show you. See that? It actually brought up the Telegram app. And so you basically have to click open link. Okay, I have it right here. So this is the Telegram app. Okay, so this is Botfather. This allows you to actually create the bot. So from here, basically click the start button in the web interface or type /start. Okay, so maybe I'll just type /start here. Okay, then it gives you a bit of intro to what it is. So it says here, I can help you create and manage Telegram bots, blah, 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 right? And then basically this one /new bot will allow you to create the new bot. Okay, so basically just type that and enter a name. So /new bot. I will just, so how are we gonna call it? So let me call it SOC bot. Let's choose, now let's choose a username for your bot. It must end in bot. Justin's bot. Okay. Okay, so I need to have some sort of new username. Okay. Okay, there you go. Right, so now this username, basically it'll give me, this is the address for the bot. Okay, and then there's basically this token that is very important later on. Okay, so just keep this token, just take note of this, and that is how you create your bot. So if you click on this, so you already have a bot available. Okay, it seems like this name is different from the username. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so just take note for this one, for this Telegram bot, that this is the address of the bot if you want to communicate with it, and there is a token here, okay, which we're going to use later on. So that is Telegram bot. It's super easy, right? Now what's not so easy is the next one, which is Facebook Messenger. So for Facebook Messenger, you need to have a Facebook page. So what is a Facebook page? Okay, it's basically a public profile specifically created for businesses, brands, and celebrities, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but for this case, we're going to be using this Facebook page for the bot. This is my Facebook account. Now you have to create another page, something called a Facebook page, which is related to this, to your Facebook account. A bit confusing, huh? So there is something called a Facebook page, right? So click on pages here. You see there I have a bunch of pages. So these are basically the pages that you manage, okay? The idea is to create a page. So from here, okay, you just simply create page, right? And then you basically have to choose business or brand, community or public figure. Okay, let's just use business or brand. Then we're supposed to enter some stuff here. Okay, so let's just call this SOC bot. Please use something else. Okay, I'm just using this so that I can remember it. Okay, ideally it will be related to your business, the bot, the business that you have. Okay, so let's just fill that up. Okay, let's just call it an app page. Okay, let's call this Chatbot page. Right, so you can choose whatever category and fill in whatever. It's okay. Let's click continue here. I'm just gonna skip this pic, profile pic and the like. Skip. And there it is. Now I have a page. Now feel free to add more information there if you want to do so. Now the second step would be to create the Facebook application. Okay, the Facebook application is basically the bot itself, which will be linking to this Facebook page. So let's just follow the steps. So the first thing you need to do is to go into developers.facebook.com. So let's follow that. Okay, so you need to create a Facebook developer account. Okay, and you will have to verify your account. Now I already have a Facebook developer account. Okay, so if you don't have, you have to create a Facebook developer account. Okay. And then basically you need to click My Apps, create a new app. All right, so let's just do that. So My Apps, and then create an app. So you can see Facebook keeps on changing this thing. All right. So, but you get the idea, right? So this one will be create app now. Okay, so it says here you have the display name and the contact email. SOCbot. Let's call it SOCbot app. Okay. And then I will just click create app ID. And you have to unfortunately do the security check. And that's it. So the app is created. You can see it right here. Okay. So of course I've created quite a few, but there it is. Okay. So next, let's just move on. We've finished 1A. So now let's move on to 1B, and that is to create a Dialogflow account. So we'll keep that in view first, and we're going to just do something else right now. This one is to create a Dialogflow account. The Dialogflow account is based on a Google account. Okay. Okay, so you just have to sign in with your Google account. So let me do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna sign in. Just follow these steps. Okay, then you can click go to console here. Not sure why that happened. Oh, I have to allow. Okay, so allow. it doesn't really matter, but I'm just going to change the country anyway. Accept. Alright, so there you have it. So all you have to do now is just to create the agent. So this will be creating, yes, as you can imagine, the chatbot itself. Okay. So again, it's asking you for an agent name. Okay, so I'm just going to call it something. Okay, so basically there's your agent. This agent actually is working already. All right, so you can just say hello. So this is basically in the right side here is the sort of the simulator where you can actually test out your bot. So here, right? Okay, so obviously it is not doing anything. There. Okay, I don't know what was wrong there. I think the context had an issue, right? Anyway, you can see that it actually responds to hello. Okay, so if I say, how are you? Okay, so it says, if it doesn't know what you're talking about, it'll say, I missed what you said. See? Okay, so, okay. Basically, this is an example of the agent responding. So you can see that the response occurs here. As the agent is built, it already comes with two types of intents. Okay, you call this the built-in intents. The first one is called the default fallback intent. Let's click on that. So the default fallback intent, as you can see here, are triggered if a user's input is not matched by any of the regular intents, or if it matches the training phrases below. Okay, so basically if it doesn't match anything, it will go into this. Okay, so that's built in. Of course, you can customize it, you can change this if you want, but let's just keep it. So if I just give it some rubbish, no, saying anything, so it will say something like, sorry, what was that, right? So if you actually look here, it is basically taking it from one of these responses. Okay, so this is what you call a built-in intent. So the default fallback intent is if it does not match any of the intent. Okay, so that's the first one. Now let's click on intents here again. This is the default welcome intent. Okay, again, it's built in. You can remove this if you want. But the idea here is whenever you give it one, like a hello related type of thing, it's supposed to respond back. All right. So it's here. So you can add more to this if you want. So you can add another training phrase. No? So let's say, how are you? All right. I'm gonna just save this. And so you'll basically add, and these are basically the training phrases for this. Okay, and then the response is, these are again the responses. Hi, how are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And you can add more to this. So let's just add. Like that. Okay, get the idea? So that is already built in, ready to use. So when I click save, it's going to train it again with these training phrases. And if I say, how are you? There. See? It will give it some response. Okay, it doesn't go to the default fallback because it understands that this is for a welcome, default welcome intent. Okay, so built in, but it is not compulsory that it is there. You can make changes to it or you can remove it altogether. Okay. Okay, so that is the agent working already. See how fast that was. Okay, that was extremely fast. Now, what is the next step? So the final, no, it's not yet the final, but let us add our own intent, a really simple intent, meaning we'll let it to do some other task based on This time, not the built-in one, but our own custom task. So if I click here plus here, then I can create what you call its intent name. Okay? So I can create a new intent here. Now I'm going to do it really simple here. I'm going to call this say anything, right? That will be the intent name. And then I'm going to okay, so that is the intent, right? Now you have to save this when you're done, but I'm not done. So I'm going to have a training phrase, only one training phrase here. Okay, the training phrase is say anything. All right, so yeah, that will be the training phrase, and then the response will be anything. Okay, that it will be our very simplistic intent. Anything. Okay. So basically, what you see what we're doing here. So when the user says say anything, it will reply or respond with anything. Okay, just to demonstrate that a new intent was created. Okay, and so let's just do that. So I will type here say anything, and you can see it's smart. It understood because we trained it with say anything. It replies correctly with anything. Okay, so that is our intent. Now you can see all the intents. If we click on intents here, you see now this new intent is added into our bot. Okay, so that's our very first bot. Now the final thing remaining is to connect this to Telegram and to Facebook Messenger. Now again, if any of these fails for you all, we're okay. No, it's still okay because in the end, the most important thing is you have the bot. You can actually test it in the simulator. Let's go ahead and connect it now to Messenger. But again, if it fails, this is not life or death because we can still test it in the simulator. Okay, so just do your best. So to connect it, you need to go into this option called integrations. Okay, so I'm going to show you first the easiest one. This one it has to work. Okay, this one is the one I'm going to require you to submit at the end of this at the end of this lesson. Okay, so the first one is integrating this bot into the web so that people can test this on a website. So to do this, all you have to do is enable this. It's called web demo. Okay, and that's it. Once you get that, you basically are given a URL, or you can include it into any other website with this iframe here. If you know anything about the web, you can just paste this into your website and you will be able to see this chatbot ready to work with. Now, of course, there's some limitations in the the way it looks, no, but it's good enough. No, it's good enough. So let's just demonstrate that. I'll just click on this link. See, you have this website ready for you to use. But again, if you want to put it as part of another website, then just put the iframe in, and that should be fine. That's the easiest way to do that. You could also embed it right here. So just to demonstrate that it's working, I'll just say anything, and you see it replies with anything. Right? If you want to embed this, then you have to copy this code into that. Simple, right? That's super simple. Now, let's now integrate this with Telegram. Okay, so that's done. So, by the way, class, this link is the one I need you to send to me. Okay, you just email to me this link, or email to your lecturer this link for your website. This is the proof that you have done so. Okay, I would not be able to view your Facebook Messenger or Telegram. If you have done that, then you want to submit that, you can just take a video of it and just show it to me. But for the minimum requirement, you can just send me this link. Okay. All right. So let's go with Telegram. Okay. So as you can see here, what we need is the Telegram token. So let's look for the Telegram token now. So if you remember from from the Telegram client, when bot father, you were given this when you created your new bot. And so I'm just going to copy that. Okay, and click start. And that's it. How easy was that? That's super easy. So you might say, how do I know it's working? So basically what you did was you connected your Telegram bot to Dialogflow. So everything it's going there, everything you type into your Telegram messenger is now going into the bot, right? Into your Dialogflow bot. So let me just show you. Okay, so if you remember, this is the bot, right? And you can of course do this on your phone as well. So I'll click start for that. So I will just type here, say, okay, so it's giving a message now, but no, say anything. And there you go. See, it's ready to work. That was super fast, right? Telegram. Now, Facebook is not super fast, okay? So this is probably the one some won't be able to get to work, but I think last time most were able to get it to work. But some had some reservations using Facebook Messenger. Again, that's why I give you options here, right? You can use. I would tell you though that Facebook Messenger has sort of the best in terms of the most well-developed bots. So if you want to put pictures or other fancy looking stuff, Facebook Messenger looks best. Let me warn you on that. Okay, web is not so fantastic, right? But anyway, give it a chance, to see if you can get it to connect. The first thing is obvious. You just go into Facebook Messenger and enable that, and basically you'll have what you call a callback URL. Now this URL is basically required by Facebook Messenger, okay, so that it knows where Dialogflow is. Okay, again, it's for security and the like, but that's how they communicate. You will need to provide a verify token here. Verify token is just a string. It's an additional level of security. I will just give it some, for my case, I will just give it this verify token, a string, okay, like so here. It could be anything. Just make sure you remember it, okay. Next. Okay, so what do we have to do now? Okay, so the first thing is you navigate to your Facebook application page to retrieve the page access token. Click dashboard to add a product. And so for okay, I'm here already actually, but if you don't know where you are, okay, so this is the dashboard here. Okay, so it says here add a product. So in this case, for this application, you have to associate it with basically what kind of app is it, right? So is it a Facebook login? Is it analytics? In this case, of course, it's Messenger. Okay, it's Messenger. So we need to set this up. Okay, so we're going to set it up. Click setup here. Okay. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, okay, you have to follow the steps. The first is you have to add a Facebook page to it. So this application only work within a Facebook page. All right. So you have to click add page here. Okay, so again, it requires your profile, blah, blah, blah. So let me continue here. And then I'm going to choose this one, which I've created. So you have to click on that, click next. Give some warning here. Okay, I'll just click done. Let's just see, huh? So, okay, I've linked it now. Okay, and that's it. That's the first step. Or link the page, sorry. You have to link the page. Okay, so the next step here would be, so again, what do we have here? So this app, Chatbot app, is now linked to our Chatbot page, okay? And then basically we have to generate the token. So we're going to generate the token here. Okay, understand. So I can copy that. And that's done, okay? Okay, so the token was generated, and so you have to go into Dialogflow now and paste that in. Okay, that's basically how the security is done between Facebook and Dialogflow. And I'll just click start here. So it seems to be fine. Yeah, but we're not yet done actually. So we need to add the callback URL. Okay, so this one here. So copy, click this thing here, this clipboard here to copy this callback URL, and then you have to go back into Facebook application, paste that in, right? Make sure you specify the same verify token, and then verify and save. Okay, so another thing you need to do is you need to click this add subscriptions, okay, or else it will not work. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna click this messages and messaging post back and click save to that. Right now, unfortunately for Facebook Messenger, because of security, this thing cannot be live. No, you need to finish your chatbot first and then submit it for review. That's why they have all of these app review. Last time when we first started this, the Facebook Messenger chatbot could be sent to all your friends and use it, but now it's only you, the developer, who can make it. To be able to share this chatbot to the whole world, you need to send it for review, and that means you have to build your chatbot first, just like an app. So if you've done all of these steps, okay, so you should see here 2 fields, messaging post back. You should see your page show up there and stuff like that. Oh, okay, so see, this has not been done properly. So you have to select, in this built-in NLP, you have to select a page, sockbot page. Okay, so let's just try to give a message and then just give it a test, okay? And so, contact you, then just say click send message, click next to that, and then you have to tap this, right, and then just click finish. Okay, then you can test it. Okay, send the message. So click get started here. Hello. Say anything. There you go. So there you have it. Now you have Messenger, working for you. Okay. So I know it is a long bit of steps, but just some things that you can try out. Again, this will only work within your account. You cannot send this to other people yet, or you can even send it to me. Right. So the best way is only if you live demo it to me. So there you have it. You have now Telegram and Facebook Messenger and the web. So you have 3 options when you want to present your chatbot. Okay, and so I hope this shows you now the power of Dialogflow. Even though it was there was quite a few steps for Facebook Messenger, you can imagine if you have to do this manually, meaning interact with their API through code, it'll be much more complicated, right? But yeah, so I hope this was doable. Just give it a try, see if any of them can work. All of them are legitimate, web, Telegram, or Facebook Messenger. Okay, now there might be some slight changes with regards to the practical, but I recommend this way I have this video, because Facebook will sort of tweak their steps. Will tweak their website time and again, quite often. That sometimes I cannot keep track of everything, but yeah, that's why we created this video. Okay, so thanks guys, till the next time.